Hello everyone, this is Waldorf.
And Statler.
And now we have Battle Report 321.
Battle Report 321.
Aren't you happy you can say that again?
It's like a countdown. Yeah, I can actually say more than one number. Get back to
Orcs and Goblins versus the Vermin Swarm.
Yes, the dancing rats at Huzzah Hobbies.
Yep. Huzzah Hobbies are our safe haven during all this COVID nonsense.
Yes, although the numbers for us are going up again. I'm just curious what's going to happen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty... I don't know what his occupancy rate is, but as long as he doesn't have to go down below like 10%, he should be fine.
Well, he's going to do whatever this...
Correct. He'll do what the state tells him.
Depends what the state says.
Yeah, I understand.
And the governor's been murmuring about more lockdowns. So.
I'm just saying, unless the restriction goes below 10,
right,
or they do something specific for, you know, his type of store.
Yeah, or non-occupancy again.
Right.
Yeah,
we'll see. I think the occupancy, he's fine because he's got such a big area.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
We'll see.
Since we know everything, and we should be able to declare these things.
My biggest complaint is with Britain and lockdown, he can't get any restock of things.
Oh, understood.
Yeah.
So here's a list I've been playing with. Not much has changed on this one. The only thing I did between this and the last game is I got rid of the Grotlings and added a fourth Skewerer. Other than that, it's the guy still got the Force Goblin King on the Gargantula and the typical Orc Warlord I play.
I'm sorry, the fourth Skewerer?
Fourth Skewerer. I added a fourth one. Only had 3 in the last game.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the... I'm thinking of the big stab.
Big stab.
Yeah, it's like, what? Yeah. Why do you have 4 of those?
And how do you have those without feral orcs?
Oh, yeah. What am I missing? Okay.
Okay.
Now I understand.
So, anyway. So, that's it.
So you're going all annoyance all the time.
All trying to be annoying as I can. Yeah. I'm playing a Vermin Swarm player. Mm-hmm. How can you annoy a Vermin Swarm player?
Depends what he has.
Same kind of list. He didn't have a lot of shooting, but I was thinking I was thinking of using that for the other sect, the -1 to wound.
Okay.
Again, you know. Surprisingly, he didn't have a lot of shooting in his Vermin Swarm army, which is an oddity. So, anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't favor that style of play for these guys.
He does not. And I was actually hoping with the Savage Fury, I was just kind of hoping to catch somebody, you know, the low leadership guy without ranks or anything. And
yeah, I'm surprised you took that.
Do something. I like it better now when the range is extended, but we weren't at that point yet when the patch came through.
Oh, this is pre-patch.
This is a few weeks back.
Okay.
So he has a Tyrant with paired weapons, Hero's Heart, Death Cheater, Lucky Charm on a War Litter. That's the guy with like 7 Strength 5 AP 3 attacks.
He didn't take his Big Gribbly. Okay.
What do you mean? His Big Gribbly?
Oh, he's doing the Monstrous Rat.
Yeah, and he did a Tyrant and a Chief on the Monstrous Rats.
Okay.
There's those guys. A Magister who's a Master of Witchcraft. Yeah, with the magical heirloom and other stuff.
Okay.
Except that scepter lets him hide. Chicken. Unit of 50 Rat at Arms with spears. Another 45 with spears. Both have the banner of the Endless Swarm.
Okay. Why not?
And then, like I said, he's going with the 2 for thing. 2 monstrous rats, 2 big units of rats, 2 units of foot pads, 2 units of gutter blades, 2 abominations.
I'm feeling like somebody's stealing my ideas.
And 2 dread mills. I don't believe that abomination is 330 points. There's got to be a mistake there.
I think it's different now with the points patch. I think it's probably like 100.
I don't know. Anyway. The thing is fantastic. That's all I'm saying.
But you can't count on it because it's got that uneven movement in attacks.
That's a good point. You're right.
It could roll poorly.
It could. It could roll 3 for its movement and 3 for its number of attacks.
Exactly.
And 1 for its stomp and only get 4 attacks. Okay. You're right.
It could fail all of its Aegis saves.
It could.
Or is it a fortitude?
Fortitude on him.
Yeah.
So we're going to play this one, which is the not Capture the Flags, the other one, Spoils of War.
Okay.
Where you've got to pick up the little tokens and carry them around. Anyway, so there's a forest up on his side and a hill and a impassable.
Okay.
Across the center, there's a wall and the ruins in the center. Water off to the far right, and impassable towards my side, and another wall. So
Okay.
he had dropped most of his army. He ended up, I forget which way it went on this one. I don't remember who dropped to go first, to tell you the truth.
He's measuring.
Yeah, I think we're just finishing up Vanguards. Actually, I'm going first in this one.
Okay.
So there we have that. Sorted that out. What you're not seeing off on the far right and the far left is on the far right there's another skewer. The far left there's a skewer and a unit of 10 more gnashers over there.
Okay.
There's just 2 abominations just coming down the center.
Okay.
And there's 2 big monstrous rat guys over there on the left hiding in the woods because he's, for whatever reason, he seems to be nervous about the 4 skewers pointing at him.
Can't imagine why.
I don't know.
He's been painting on those guys for a while.
I think he's overreacting. All right. So, Vanguards, I elect... the Vanguards were in the previous picture, but just to show you...
I don't know what this means.
Yeah, I'll show you. Go back to that one. I had elected not to Vanguard with that unit on the right, so I could charge on the first turn.
Okay.
So... On the first turn, I declared a charge at his gutter blades or whatever they are over there. Declared the charge. He stood and shot, killed 2 of me, and I panicked.
Okay.
And fled backwards. That's what the kind of back and forth arrows are over there. That was the only charge I had on the first turn. Other than that...
What do you need to hit your 5s?
I think only 4s. So I don't think they pay. I think they just pay for stand and shoot.
Yeah, because I think they're
accurate. Yeah. So
yeah.
I think you needed.
Aren't they 4s
And
to
I
start
think
with?
no, the gutter. These guys are the better ones. So I think they start at 3s.
Okay. Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they start at 3s.
Okay.
So he needed again. I think he needed 4s.
All right.
And there's another dread mill hiding behind that building back there.
Okay.
In case you didn't see that one. So turn 1 just kind of moved up a little bit. Actually, I kind of moved up decent. Put the spider in the woods. Came up on the left as well. Angled my chariots since my I don't know. I was concerned with those 5 gutter blades getting behind my line, and then just starting to roll through my blades. I should have probably just ignored them, but I didn't want to do that. So I angled my chariots that way.
Okay.
And actually, on top of that, cast the whatchamacallit on it? The break the spirit on him.
Okay.
So if he marches, he'll take damage.
You're really afraid of those guys.
Well, there's nothing else I really was that concerned of for this turn. As far as marching, because it doesn't do anything at all to the abominations.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't figure either one of his big units is going to march forward, so there's nothing really else to deal with. And I was really hoping he was going to throw something at it and get rid of it, so I could do something else. But that didn't happen. So there we have that, and back to his turn. He's coming forward. Random movement. Let his abominations form a conga line, which is not good for me. One guy, his BSB guy's there in the woods on the monstrous rat. The other guy kind of lumbered out there, the one on the left, and his gutter blades just came forward, just in front of the Gnashers and the Iron Orcs, like they didn't care.
Probably don't. When you're walking in an oil slick, you don't worry about orcs.
Oil slick?
Yeah, so it's all black under them.
Over here, the gutter blades elected not to march since they did have the break the spirit on them. So they just came forward a bit. And here the chariot, both the dreadmill on the hill shifted just a bit to get within 18 of the spider. The other one shifted to get within 18 of the chariots.
Okay.
Just because, for whatever reason, they like to shoot at stuff. There we go. That center. One Nasher's turning around and looking backwards, just to keep an eye on you. He used a spell. I forget which one it was, and just fried. I think it was the Skaven Hereditary spell.
The spell of killing Nashers.
Apparently the spell of killing Nashers. Did exactly 10 wounds to him.
Yeah, that's all.
Picked them up off the table.
Okay.
Luckily, both the chariots and the wolf riders both made their discipline tests. The chariots had a reroll, panic checks. The chariots had a reroll, but only at their natural leadership.
Oh.
And they made it. And the other guys were rerollable 9s. They made it.
Okay.
So, but anyway, so we stuck around there. Did a little bit of shooting here. Killed off a couple Nashers. I mean, yeah, kills 2 Nashers. Kills 3 Nashers, 2 wolf riders. Anyway. Even dropped a wolf boar rider out of that unit with something. I don't remember what it was, but first turn I forgot to mention. First turn, all 4 bolt throwers fired at the one, because they could all see one of the abominations. So I fired all 4 into one of them. Hit 3 times out of 4. Did 1 wound. Okay. Rolled once that failed to wound. Once he saved. 1 got through and rolled 1 to do for number of wounds.
Okay.
So anyway, so much for the scary, annoying things. The Dreadmill puts 3 wounds on my spider. And the other Dreadmill killed a chariot.
Okay.
And we're going to go to turn 2. So that's what it looks like.
The chariots did not panic.
And the chariots remained strong. Over here on the left, decided to charge these guys.
Oh, we lost some more.
Stand and shoot. Stand and shoot. Declare the charge with them. Stand and shot, and then went in with the Iron Orcs because I figured I'm just going to go. Let's see what happens over here.
And there's no character with your Iron Orcs, right?
No.
Just out there by themselves.
They've got a champ, and that's it.
Okay.
So over here on the far right, the 2 remaining chariots are going to charge into the...
You really don't like those guys?
No, I don't. Well, I also look at this way. I hit them over there, I turn into the board, and now I'm in a decent spot.
Okay.
I'm on their flank, not in the middle.
You just really don't like those guys.
And I really don't like those guys. You are correct. And then we said all in the center.
Did you call the...
And I called the war cry.
War cry, okay.
Just like, let's do this. So the wolf riders here in front of the orcs are going to charge to the far right over at these footpads.
Okay.
And I really thought he was going to run with those and make me redirect into the Dreadmill. But he did not. He stood.
Okay. Was that a big roll?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I mean, the Dreadmill's within 18 of the spider. If you use that kind of as a gauge, they're probably maybe 15 at most away.
Okay.
So, at a move 10, that's almost a gimme.
Yeah, just figured he'd win.
What's that?
Guess he figured he'd win.
Yeah, maybe. Don't know.
He has agility 4.
So with that cleared out, the unit of orcs, the big uns behind them, are going to charge into the abomination up front.
Okay.
And then the spiders going past and hitting the abomination in the back.
Okay. Charge into the ruins. He is in the front though, right?
He is in the front. So both are in the front.
You line up on the corner. Okay.
Yeah. Corner to corner hit.
Okay.
And then over here, I noticed I needed a roll an 8 to get into, because these guys have the banner of speed, the boar boys.
Oh, okay.
So they're movement 8. They moved the card the war cry, so it's now 9. And I needed an 8 to reach his BSB there in the woods.
Okay.
And rats without a BSB, to me, is a bad thing, so I figured I would go try that.
And he stood.
He stood. Well,
actually, can he flee with that big Ribley?
I don't know if he can flee or not, but even if he can flee, I don't think he would have, because it's like a 7 to rally with, without a BSB.
Yeah.
So he's probably not coming back. Anyway. So, basically everybody in my army charged.
Okay.
Except for the fleeing wolf riders.
But did they get in?
So over here, both units get in on the gutter runners, gutter blades. Over here in the center, they made their 8 and made it into the big BSB. Over here, both these guys are in, and on the right, the Wolf Riders are in.
Okay, everybody's in.
Everybody's in. We can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And on the far right, the Chariots, of course, made it in over there.
Okay, well, that's helpful.
So, Chariots blow them out quickly with their impact hits.
Was that 3 wounds or 3 wounds remaining?
3 wounds. 3 wounds on me. That was from the Dreadmill the previous turn.
Oh, it's from the chariot that you removed?
I've removed a Chariot and have 3 wounds on another one. Correct.
I didn't understand. I thought you just lost a chariot. Okay.
No, the Dreadmill did that on the first turn. Just
okay.
Over here, charged into those guys. And what do we got?
I don't know.
Charged into those guys.
I'm waiting in anticipation. I
splattered them and have 4 left.
Looks like you lost 1, so.
And overrun into the flank of his Dreadmill.
Did you splatter them or you chased them down?
I did not kill them all. Yeah,
so
I only have 10 attacks. I would have gone 10 for 10. But you're right.
You said splatter.
I splattered them. Yeah. I beat them, ran them down, and destroyed them.
You were in the flank of the Dreadmill, which is too close to that building, by the way.
Yeah, a bit. So it's his fault because he might not have been on the flank otherwise.
Yep.
I've already skipped the rest of the combat. During the shooting phase, this guy shoots.
Well, the combat was supposed to happen after the shooting, so.
It did. Yeah, that's true. I did that in the wrong. I did those in the wrong order.
Yes, yes.
Shooting. This one gets a shot in and puts 3 wounds on his big rat.
Okay.
That's the tyrant on a rat, by the way, which makes me very happy.
It's got 2 left. There are 5 wounds.
It's only got 1 left. I think
4
it's only
wounds.
got 4 wounds.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken. So the the orcs came in, did 4 wounds to the abomination.
Okay.
The spider did a wound to the abomination.
Ooh, it took 6.
And took 3 back. Remember, it had 3 earlier from the thing. And during the reforms, I shifted down, and then he shifted way down.
Okay.
With the abomination. And I thinned up my ranks to go to 5 wide over here on the right.
So you lost both charges?
I lost both.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
I wasn't holding. I'm hoping.
Not totally surprised. I'm just
right. I was hoping to do better, especially with the spider. I thought the spider should have done much better, but
it's all about it's all about those freaking saves.
You are correct. So that's what we got. Oh, and over here, look at this. We blew right through those gutter blades.
I'm shocked. Looks like they killed some more of your Nashers.
And they killed all but 1 Nashers. And because the rat has taken 3 wounds now, we went ahead and overran with both and figured we would push it on him.
Right.
Otherwise, we could have stayed back and made him a testy charge. But there's another picture of that. Taking his up to 6 wounds. Oh, so we fight this guy in the woods. One thing I did not.
He didn't challenge.
He did not challenge. One thing I did not recall or did not know, didn't pay any attention to, the fact that these things, the monstrous rats, apparently have a breath weapon, a toxic breath weapon.
Oh, didn't know that myself.
I think he killed 7 or 8 with his breath weapon.
Ah.
So 7, he decided to go with the unit, killed 7 or 8 boar boys, and then killed 1 or 2 more himself.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8 total dead. So I think he probably killed 7 with the breath weapon, and he
really?
killed 1
wow,
more.
That's some good rolling.
It was fantastic, and he was even kind of apologizing.
Mm-hmm.
But and he didn't even roll that many hits. It's just they all wounded.
Okay.
Just all good dice.
But you were able to.
But I killed it.
Okay.
So my general
what's
killed
the agility on the big rat? I guess it's bigger than I thought.
I think it's 4.
Oh, okay.
Or 5. It's 4 or 5, the same as my general.
Oh, okay. I thought the rat itself was slow. Okay.
Okay. I don't think so. If it is, then I get my 8 orcs back. So we did that. Wasn't good. His guys broke. If you remember, they were out here.
Yeah, on your flank.
They broke and they ran, and by the time they got through this, they clipped this and went all the way out to here.
Oh, went through your units?
Yeah, they went through both units.
Well, they didn't lose too many.
Only lost 3.
Okay.
but nothing major there.
Okay. You probably like them better where they are now. If they rally.
If they rally, you'll like them
Okay.
much better there.
That big unit of spearmen stayed. Yep.
Yes, of course. Unfortunately, it was one chance, but it's a 10. But it's one.
Yeah.
It's one chance. I mean,
So what is that
could have
now?
been glorious.
A general and anybody else, or just a
His
general?
general's over there on the right. Oh, this
Boar
guy?
boys,
He's
yeah.
just a tyrant.
No. You're boar boys.
A general, champ, and a banner.
The unit banner.
Banner speed.
Okay. So there's okay.
Yeah, that's all that's there.
So one character, two guys. Okay.
One character, two guys. Yep. And that's where we ended that. Yep.
Where's your mage?
My mage is in the unit of orcs.
The big orcs?
The big orc block, right there.
Okay.
There we go.
He seems to be checking for a flank.
He is, and the Dreadmill is in my flank.
Mm-hmm.
And the one other piece for that turn is the Wolf Riders rallied. Back here in the back right.
Did your bolt throwers hit anything?
No, of course not.
Okay. On this side?
They were extremely hot. I mean, they got 3 out of 4 hits on the first turn.
And
one hit on the next turn.
Okay.
Still not even, still above average. 4 out of 8 is still above average.
Okay.
When they anyway, when they mostly needed 5s on the first turn.
Okay.
So the world came to visit this unit.
Why not?
Dreadmill, big unit of guys with his general in there. And this surprised me. His guy with 1 wound left decided he was going to come on in.
So use that breath weapon again.
And that way he can use his breath weapon before he gets shot off with the bolt thrower. His other guys failed to rally and continued off the table.
Okay.
So I've got that going for me. Somehow took a lot of pictures of that guy. And his other unit of rats came in to help against the spider.
Okay. Yep. Makes sense.
I've only got 2 wounds left. So
yep. Looking bleak.
It's looking very bleak there. This time the exact opposite roll. He only kills 1 iron orc before I, go and kill him.
You guys hit him so hard they knocked him off his base.
I did. It was a slippery base, as you would put it. Mine is too, though. But
wow.
So over here, he just rolled bad and only did 1 wound.
Wow.
And I think I did none.
But he failed.
But I had a charge and a flank
and he ran
to
into
his
the
1
tower.
wound, and he ran, and I pursued him and caught him.
Oh, okay.
So.
Wow, I didn't expect that to go that way.
And I should be facing there. You see, I cinched him up to the building over there. So in the center, of course,
something's missing.
The abomination.
Not sure what it is.
Killed off my spider. And over here, they smashed my orcs.
Did you bite his finger because he killed the spider?
No, I had a hammer.
Okay.
There was a slight delay in the game.
Yeah.
But yes.
Something else seems to be missing.
Yeah, they crushed the unit of orcs.
Okay.
It's either that or an iron orc I hurled at him, one of my big old heavy ones.
Oh, there you
go. So yeah, that's what it is. Both the units here in the ruins have turned around and faced the generals. And I'll use this, in quotes, unit. Him and his 2 buddies.
Yeah.
The Dreadmill continued on. The Abomination continued on in the center. And there we go. And iron orcs, after killing that unit, have pivoted to the side, face back into the center. I still got a little bit of hope here on turn 3. Turn 3, I figure if this guy, my general, and his buddies can get through the Abomination, then I can mess with this unit. I mean, I'm not going to fight the unit, but
which way are those spearmen facing?
Towards the back, towards him, towards the top of the board.
Okay.
They had turned around to face the general.
Oh, turn around to face the cavalry. Okay.
Right.
All right, so they can't see you. All right.
So he definitely cannot see me. So I figured I'd go beat up on this, and then hopefully, my plan at this point is hopefully just mess around with them and keep them off the black orcs while they grab that token.
Okay.
And I do have a squig left over there. So this turn, you can see chariots are pulling forward. The Wolf Riders all come out. They're out of arc of everything, hoping to get a couple shots. This time I was concentrating on the Dreadmill, hoping to get rid of it with shooting. Actually did absolutely nothing.
How about magic? Oh, wait.
Yeah, absolutely did absolutely nothing to it.
Something seems to be missing.
I charged into this stupid thing, did nothing to it. Nothing. And it won the combat, and he did 2 wounds, won the combat, and chased me away.
Okay. Well, at least, you sort of got away for a turn.
It's true. And if he pursues me, maybe I won't run all the way off the board. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
There's a problem with that, too, there, isn't there? So there's a blurry picture because I was angry and shaking. So this is just to show you he did, I forgot what it was. Something shot off the chariots.
Magic?
Yeah.
Dreadmill?
May have been the Dreadmill. Over here, he did the random move, came up and killed my general.
Okay.
Because he can't flee from a random move. And we'll go back to my turn.
And he just turned to face you with the spearmen?
Spearmen have turned back into the center of the board. Yes.
Okay.
Towards the middle token.
Okay.
It must have been the Dreadmill.
Looks like you must have hit the other abomination.
No, that was what the Orcs did. The Orcs did 4 to that guy.
Oh, okay.
When the Orcs went in.
I see. Okay.
If they would have had another turn, I think they could have killed it, but I should have known when I went into that I wasn't going to have 2 turns.
Yeah, no.
That was just dumb. So there you have that. Wolf Riders. On my turn, the Wolf Riders came forward to where you see them here, 6 inches apart, and all fired into the abomination. I got 1 more wound from a Wolf Rider through to it.
Okay.
The bolt throwers can't do it. The bolt throwers can't hit the broadside of a barn, but the Wolf Riders now are doing a great job.
Okay.
My Nasher came back in to try to get in the way at some point, and the Iron Orcs came up to grab the token.
Okay.
To be in position to grab the token. Because the Iron Orcs came up, back to his turn, you can see his ratted arms have moved into the ruins to face the Black Orcs, the Iron Orcs.
Right.
This abomination down there on the bottom had gone down to eat a bolt thrower because he was tired of them shooting. And this is back to my turn. Back to my turn, I elected just to charge the abomination. I'm not lined up. It doesn't look like it from this picture, but I'm lined up if I overrun to go past the Nasher.
Okay, yeah. So you're running into him and expose your flank.
Correct. But I was the only escape I had out of this was to.
Did the Nasher not have the movement to get in front of him?
It didn't have any more movement. Right. It failed its march test, of course. But on a leadership 5, that's not unheard of.
Right.
Like I said, my hope is the Iron Orcs will smash this thing. I mean, it's all about this again, all about his ward save. But if I can beat this, I can pursue back through, and this unit
and get out of his line of sight.
Correct, and that unit has to either come and deal with me or get the token.
So this is your Hail Mary shot.
It is at this point because there's nothing really else left. He shot off the skewer on the far right.
Okay.
The abomination got the one here behind the
ate that one. Okay.
hill, and he's
Wolf Riders. What happened?
He shot. Actually, they were. I did screw up and put them within 6 each other.
Oh, because
he killed one with a spell and the other one left.
Okay.
Is what happened there. And back to here. If you notice in the Iron Orcs, first thing you need to notice is behind the abomination, there's only 1
more token.
And if you notice in the Iron Orcs how they're kind of a weird formation, jumbled in the back, that's because the front rank is the only thing left.
Okay.
So.
Oh, you had line of sight?
That's going to be no.
Okay.
But if he charges, that's a whole hell of a lot of dangerous terrain checks.
There is that.
So he's not going to do it because he's going to be afraid.
Okay.
So we go back to here. This is this side of the game. And my Wolf Riders continue to run. And I said, okay, let's not bother. Okay. I think we've played out the abomination fight. He did not charge me. Just let the abomination kill off the Iron Orcs.
Okay.
And that's where it ended.
This was turn what? 4?
The end of turn 5.
Turn 5.
We did go to the bottom of turn 5.
Okay, so he had to step over away to get that token.
Correct. He didn't even move that unit on this turn.
Yeah, so we had to do that anyway because
he picked up the one over there, on the far right
for the tie.
For the tie, but the bomb, yeah, I think he moved over to get this one on turn 6 if he needed to. He reformed.
Well, because he has to move on turn 5 to pick it up on turn 6, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He was...
So he couldn't charge anyway. Okay.
Yeah. We just went ahead and did that fight because it wasn't going to matter.
No, that makes sense because that's points, so.
Correct. So, yeah, wonderful.
Well, you got a bolt thrower surviving.
I got 2 of them surviving.
2, look at that.
All right, 2 bolt thrower fighters.
That's a good investment.
It is. So that's 180 points that he could not get.
Does that say 200 rats?
I would rather fight 200 rats than this nonsense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a 20-0 drubbing from the rats.
Is he texting all your friends to tell you what happened?
He is. He's actually in a very big hurry to text me his list. If, other times it takes a long time to get his list, but right now he was sending it to me immediately.
I see.
Oh, just kidding. He was with his old Tampa Bay shirt on. But yeah, this was not good. This was bad. And this was I just got enamored with that big charge in the middle, and I could have double charged one abomination and killed it for sure. But I don't know whether that would have done, or I could have hung back and hopefully they came forward and dealt with them piecemeal maybe, but anyway.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't.
You want them charging you with those spears?
Correct.
Yeah.
I would rather the spears charge me than me charge the spears. Either way, it doesn't make much of a difference.
No, I mean your guys, you needed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. It really doesn't help me either. It's about the same. Spears don't matter.
Yeah.
He's still going to go first.
I guess he goes to a 5 because the abomination's also a 4, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm probably not going to kill it in a turn.
No, you just can't afford for anybody else to join him.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. That's going to do it. Thanks for listening.
Until next time.